Okay, I just saw episode 4 of Game of Thrones, and that shit was tight. It was lit. Literally lit. Arya goes home. Littlefinger gives Bronn the knife that almost killed him after he fell and the assassin came to kill him. Turns out the dagger that they used to try to assassinate him was a Valyrian steel dagger. So he hands it over to Littlefinger, and Bronn is like, he's all fucked up. He's not really, he's spaced out. It's like he's not even himself anymore. He's like more than himself. He's like, he has a it's almost like he has a consciousness of the previous Green Seer. Like, or he has all the experiences of all the people who he's like, whatever, Green seen. So it's like he's assimilated all those experiences by watching them. Because that's why he feels like he's not even himself anymore. His memories, that doesn't qualify as memories, but according to him, everything he saw qualifies as one of his memories, which is so weird. So he's really out of it, and he's not really identifying himself as a Stark, really, or at least not the Lord of Winterfell. He doesn't have no interest to being Lord of Winterfell. Arya comes home, and she, has a heart to heart with Sansa in the crypt, and they talk to Bronn, and Bronn has almost no emotion when he sees Arya. He's practically no emotions. So anyway, he hands Arya the Valyrian steel dagger. So now Arya has the Valyrian steel sword, needle, and the Valyrian steel dagger. So that's gonna pay off later on. And Arya has a sparring match with Brienne, and pretty much outclasses Brienne. Basically, Brienne looked like a rank amateur. It was a sparring match, so obviously she didn't go for a killing blow. But she had Brienne dead to rights. At least 4 out of 5 engagements they had. And one time, Brienne just kicked the shit out of Arya. Kicked her like 10 feet back. That's what I was thinking. Like, she's so small. Why didn't you just kick her? And she kicked the living shit out of her, and Arya hit the ground, but she did a ninja flip and got back to the ground like a cat. So we got back to her feet like a cat. She just did a kick up off the floor. I didn't see her learn that part at the House of Black and White, but I guess she learned that. She's pretty good. Anyway, and Sansa was watching the match the whole time, so she's like amazed at how good how good Arya is. And Arya's talking about, I have a list of people I'm gonna fucking kill. And Bran proved he's psychic because he said, I know you want to go back to King's Landing. There's people you want to kill on your list. Without her even telling them about it. So you can tell, she's like, wow, y'all didn't know about that, So anyway, he's psychic. He's a Green Seer. And the best part is the Targaryens and the Dothraki attack the Lannisters before they reach back to King's Landing. For some reason, they got the gold back to King's Landing, but not all the not all the soldiers. Apparently, why they were taking time to get all the grain or whatever. So they sent the gold ahead. I don't know why you trusted just a small amount of people to go back to King's Landing with the gold, because they just could have went home and went somewhere else and just took off with the gold. But whatever, they took the gold back to King's Landing. But the majority of the forces were still out on the field, taking all the grain and food they can take from the farmers, and all the grain they can take out of Lady Tyrell's castle. So, unfortunately for them, because next thing you know, you see the Dothraki attacking, because they're talking. Bronn's talking to that guy, the son of Tarly, Dickon, and he's talking about, well, is it your first battle? Like, yeah, I didn't know it smelled that way. Yeah. And then Bronn's like, yeah, men shit themselves when they die. I knew that since I was 5. Next thing you know, they're talking, and all of a sudden, Jaime's like, hey, be quiet. I hear something. And Bronn's like, I think Bronn did it first. Bronn's like, hey, I hear something. What's that? It's horses. Oh, fuck. So the Iraqis can come in, and Tarly, General Tarly, he's like, get in line, form a formation or whatever. Next you know, a million freaking Dothraki approaching, and there's a ton of them. It's like I think they may have the Lannisters outnumbered, and Bronn's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" telling telling Jaime just leave, and like beat it, go back to the King's Landing. You're gonna die here. You know, you're not a soldier, you're a commander. Just get out of here. You're not infantry. They're gonna swamp us. He's like, don't worry about it. We'll fight them off. And next thing you know, you hear, it's the fucking dragons. And the fucking Drogon comes flying over the horizon. And he fucking decimated them. It's a wrap. It's like, bye. This fight is over. He could probably kill them all without the Dothraki. And he just totally destroyed them. He destroyed like 90% of their whole forces. If only, say, 15% or 25% took the gold back, she's done. Cersei's done. She has no more soldiers. I don't know what the rest of the season is going to be about, but it's not going to be about a fight between the Targaryen and Cersei, because Dany has way more soldiers now. If all the what's names make it back, if at least half the Unsullied make it back, and the Dothraki alone, without the help of the North at all, they're killing everybody in King's Landing. They're killing all the rest of the Lannisters. There can't be that many of them left. He was burning them so badly, there was nothing left but ashes. At one point, Drogon burned a bunch of soldiers right near Jaime, just nearly missed Jaime, and the wind blew the guy away, because just ashes. The wind blew the ashes apart. Like, fuck. It was bad. It was ugly, man. It was ugly. Dany was like, I'm Dany Targaryen. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Dracarys. Burn, burn, burn. It was like, burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Everybody got burned. And here's the thing. You can tell this is going to bite them all in the ass later on when the long night comes and all, when the Night King makes it down further south, because Drogon burned almost all the grain and rice that they were taking from the Tyrells. So they can't feed their soldiers. If there ever comes to be some kind of, starvation or famine, it's because of Drogon, because he burned every supply train they had, and it was full of food and wheat. And it's like she was concentrating on burning that more than the soldiers, along with the soldiers. But she made sure she took out all their supplies. So now they don't have food to feed their soldiers. Who knows if they're snowed in King's Landing, all the people in Flea Bottom and whatever King's Landing is going to starve too, or be like, hardly fed. So it's going to be hard times. Anyway, everybody's thinking that, that ballista is going to kill Drogon. I called it. I knew that the ballista would hit Dany's dragon. It wouldn't just hit one of the, the stray dragons, like the other one, Viserys, and the other one, because it's like, for dramatic reasons, it's gonna hit Dany's dragon, so Dany's in danger. Okay, if she gets grounded, she's totally in danger. Anyway, at first, Bronn makes it all the way through a million Dothraki to get to the damn ballista, first of all, because it's in a wagon, which is bullshit. And Jaime's like, get the ballista or whatever, like, you get it. And Bronn's like, you get it, it's all the way over there. Because he doesn't want to get killed trying to get through those Dothraki. But yeah, he's like, I can't shoot with two hands. So Jaime has one hand. So I can't fight a ballista with one hand. Okay, you do it. And plus, Bronn is a better shot. So Bronn magically makes it through everybody. He's like almost jousting with another Dothraki. He's riding a horse towards the dragon, towards the wagon that has the ballista. He throws a knife at the Dothraki, misses. Then the Dothraki's still coming, so he's like, fuck it. So he drops to the side of his horse and chops the Dothraki's horse's leg off. It was sick. Drops him. Then he's still running, and then he ends up falling off his horse. All his gold hits the ground. So all the Dothraki is going to take the gold that Bronn was paid, a satchel full of gold. That's all going to the Dothraki because he fell off his horse. So Braun's running, trying to get to the wagon with the fucking ballista. And then he had to take a sword out of a dead soldier and starts killing Dothraki left and right. And for some reason, these Dothraki were really good at fighting on horseback, turning total idiots when they're charging him on foot because they keep running directly into Braun's sword. He didn't even have to do anything. He even had to block a swing. He just stuck the sword out, and Dothraki ran right into the sword. So, and he makes it to it, of course. And then one Dothraki chasing him on horseback, but he gets cut off by the burning wagon, gets in the Dothraki's way. Bronn makes it to the fucking ballista and gets in there, and then the fucking dim-witted Dothraki walks up to the wagon, like, hey, what are you doing in there? And he unveils it, and it's the fucking ballista. He shoots the Dothraki with the ballista and nails him to the fucking wall with a giant spear. Then, not only that, in all this chaos, Bronn has enough time to reload this fucking thing. And what's name's coming at him, Dany's on a dragon. And he almost nails Dany's dragon. And it just whizzes over Dany's hand. A big ass spear from the ballista whizzes past Dany's head. And she's like, fuck, where'd that come from? And by the time she figures out where it came from and starts making a dive bomb, Bronn has that fucking thing reloaded again. And she's like, Dracarys. And Bronn fires. And it looked like it shot the damn dragon in the mouth. But luckily it hit the Drogon. It hit him in the shoulder. And he's falling. So he's falling from the sky. Like, oh, fuck, Dany's dead. Or she's going to be, like, severely injured or something. And Drogon's definitely dead from the fall of the height he's falling from. But at the last second, Drogon pulls up. And he's, like, hovering right over Bronn. He's like, Dracarys! And he fucking almost burns Bronn to a crisp. And Bronn jumps off the wagon with the ballista and narrowly escapes fucking getting burned to death. Next thing you know, Drogon's still hurt though. So Dany's trying to pull the lands, right? And tries to pull the spear out of Drogon's shoulder. And Jaime sees this, and Jaime's like, well, shit, this is my opportunity. Meanwhile, little ass Tyrion is on a hill watching this fight. For whatever reason, why would he even fucking come? If they ever lose or they get overrun, Tyrion's dead. They're going to use his head for a doorstop. And plus, there's a price on his head, right? So why would this idiot come to the fucking battle? One for all, he's just a bureaucrat. Even if he is hand of the king, he's just a bureaucrat, okay? He's nothing but, he shouldn't be making the calls. All his calls were wrong. So far, all his plans were fucked up and stupid. So he shouldn't be on the battlefield, and he should, much less commanding the battle and making the battle plans. He shouldn't do that. And he definitely shouldn't be on the battlefield. But he was there, watching, and like, oh, Jaime, run. Fuck. You idiot, run. And Jaime's looking at a spear that's stuck in the ground. And he could run, but he decides to take the spear and try to charge Dany while she's pulling the spear out of the dragon. So she's charging. And he's like trying to joust the dragon, basically. And Dany doesn't see it till the last second. But Drogon sees it. He's huge. And he turns towards Jaime and tries to burn the shit out of Jaime. So you think Jaime's going to die. You can tell it's at the end of the episode. So Jaime's dead. This is going to be the big ender, right? But Bronn jumps out of nowhere from left field and knocks Jaime down off his horse. And they just narrowly escape getting burned by Drogon. But the horse is toast. And they both fall in the water. But somehow they're right at the shore. But some reason, both of them are falling so far that Jaime's like sinking underwater. It's like he's sinking at least 10 or 20 feet underwater. And Bronn might be dead. He probably isn't, but there's a chance he caught the brunt of the fire when they were escaping it, when he tackled them out of the way. But we'll see. He's probably still alive because he's the most interesting bad guy on there. And he's the least hateable version, least despicable enemy on that side. So it seems like he's a hero almost, even though he's on the wrong side. Because he showed courage on the battlefield. Anyway, excellent episode. 10 out of 10. Finally, you got a payoff. What we've been waiting for since like last March. What is that, last June when the Game of Thrones ended last June or whatever? We're waiting that long for this, and it's fucking August. Oh, so finally we got a payoff from the last year's finale. All right. Spoilers!